So I think installing a child seat in the Amarok is a topic that deserves its own chapter in this video, and that's because I think more and more dual cab buyers are buying them for their families, so they're going to have to do this, and if they're going to have to do this, they have to know it's actually quite hard. I'll tell you why. For starters, the Amarok has ISOFIX tether points on each of the outboard seats. You can see I'm clicked into them down here, and top tether points over the back of the outboard seats as well. Where it differs from the handful of other utes I've driven or sat in is that while usually the Hilux or the BT50 and I think the D-Max as well have a top tether point at the center of the backrest, the top here, so you just loop your top tether around the headrest and click it in here. The top tether points on this car are behind the back of the seat, so you actually have to bring, I'll show you, the entire backrest forward to access them. So they're really like slotted in behind there. That adds another layer of difficulty to what is already a kind of tricky task. First of all, these tether points down here are buried really deep between some really thin seams, so just like jamming your finger in there and trying to get the tether to click in is really hard. It took me 5 minutes each side, like it was really fiddly, and that I was already broken out in a sweat by that point. And then the tether point, first of all, you have to pull the seat back forward by pulling this little tab here. Then you've got your child seat already kind of clicked into place, which means you kind of can't pull the seat out very wide, so then you have to put your top tether in a really narrow area and feed it down there and click it in, and your fingers are getting jammed. So I'd actually recommend you put the top tether in first. But once you've done that, you've still got to kind of get the seat back to lock back into place. And so that's quite an effort as well. It requires a fair bit of force, because if I just put it back like this, it doesn't click in. You can see, and I can't really fold it very far forward because my child seat's there. So you really have to give brute force. Oh, God. Okay, last attempt. Got it, finally. But as you can see, it's really hard. Imagine having to put another one in now. It's a full workout. I don't recommend it. Obviously, I'm moving my child seats more than the average person would, so I acknowledge that I'm quite unique in that sense, but it is just another level of difficulty over and above how hard it is to install a child seat in a regular SUV or wagon or something like that. So keep that in mind, and feel free to come back and watch this when you have to do it, and we can struggle together.